Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us tmosso@the1916company.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any of our platforms. Email tmosso@the1916company.com for pricing. Today, we discuss the latest version of the FP Journe Quantième Perpétuel, a timepiece that is a perpetual calendar that anyone can set without a tool at any time. This is the post-2020 optional dial, which is rendered in blue sterling silver. It's a more open, airy, breathable dial than the original version of the watch from 2013, which featured a constraining polished steel sort of football-shaped bezel over the center dial. So this is the post-2020 dial variant, 40 millimeters in diameter in platinum. It's 11 millimeters thick and 48.5 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. When we throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, it's a good fit. Full-sized. I wouldn't call it oversized or undersized. You can see that it's a relatively flat watch with a domed bezel, and it is a dress watch. It will fit easily underneath a dress cuff. Looking down the barrel of my 16 centimeter wrist, you can see the lugs are still inboard of the edge. So if you've got a wrist a little bit smaller than mine, let's say 14, 15 centimeters circumference, you're going to be able to wear this well. Over the top, you can see the lugs are out to the edge of my wrist, but not beyond. And this is the angle that always exaggerates the width of the watch. You can see here, FP Journe factory strap, small round scale alligator leather on the bottom, large symmetrical rectangular scale alligator leather on the top. And that type of large rectangular and symmetrical scale always indicates a very fine cut of the animal and an expensive one. Now, the point of having gator on both sides is that the strap lasts longer. It is more expensive, but a watch like this is worth it. We have a sort of medium blue with a semi-gloss finish, a monotone stitch, and a folded edge. And you can see it is a brand new strap, not crimped, not gouged. We have an FP Journe platinum pin buckle to match this platinum watch. And then you can see this is a standard FP Journe case shape where we have a domed bezel, a domed case back, and the flange of the case back and the bezel defining a mid case with blended integrated lugs. The lugs turn down about 90 degrees from the case band. And then we have a crown that's very famous, though not branded, the Journe signature knurled and double dimple crown. Everything on the case is polished, and then we have lugs that are drilled relatively close to the case. Now, in order to allow the strap unimpeded motion, a curved spring bar is used. So the lugs are drilled close to the case, and you can really see that from underneath. The curved spring bar ensures there's no impediment to the motion of the strap, even though it's very close to the case. And pull tab spring bars are used so you can pop the strap off the case without a need for tools. Dial side, you can see that although it is blue, it is made of sterling silver. So with a rose gold movement, a platinum case, and a silver dial, this is a very weighty watch for 40 millimeters. We have white gold hands, calendar frames, and numerals for richness as well as resistance to oxidation, tarnishing, and discoloring. You can see the numerals are all applied feature of the dial with a clou de Paris in a pyramide style around the center. So how does this work? Okay, let's talk about the power reserve first. 120 indicated, but will actually run for about 160. 120 is the chronometric power reserve, during which the watch keeps the best time. So you want to keep your power reserve indicator on this 0 to 120 scale. And unlike some Journe watches which feature a reverse moving chronometer style power reserve, this one advances towards the high number as it winds. Now, taking a quick look at the center, you can see we have a little quartered segment where 1, 2, 3, and a red 4 are present. You can also see there's a little stub indicator. That's your leap year indicator. Journe wanted this watch to be settable without tools, so you are able to perform quick setting of the day as well as the double-digit date using the crown. Now note, as I adjust the date, I'm also adjusting the day. So you want to make sure that you adjust your date first and then you adjust your day in the opposite direction. But if you wish to adjust the month, there's a little hidden tool that's integrated into the case. There's this little lever that sits flush under the lug at 130, And now I can index my month just like that, and then it folds truly flush and really unobtrusive and inconspicuous when not necessary. Journe wanted this watch to be settable without a tool because he realized people would lose the tools or not have the tools handy. Then they'd set it with a pen, they'd slip, they'd mess up, damage, disfigure the watch, or even damage the movement. So this was his solution. It is a perpetual calendar, and you'll take note it's a rare perpetual calendar without a moon phase. Journe makes good use of that to create a symmetrical all aperture style calendar with a double-digit date. This is a lot easier to read than a calendar system with little circular dials, tiny hands, and small print. So it's also a very legible perpetual calendar. No need to make any changes to the calendar during leap years or irregular length months. That is what a perpetual calendar is. This is Octa caliber 13.3, the latest version of the Octa automatic winder. So 160 hours of absolute power reserve, 120 hours chronometric. We have this lovely Grand Orge or barley corn cut on the 22 karat rotor. Bridges and plates are made of 18 karat rose gold. We've got a 3 hertz beat rate, so 6 beats per second. Note the size and inertia of this balance. That is part of the key to its accuracy. This movement is adjusted in 5 positions, which is the standard for high horology as well as chronometers. And we've got a free sprung balance for shock tolerance, but also precise setting. And you'll appreciate the finishing here. We've got the barley corn cut, circular Côte de Genève. Journe bevels are getting better and better. They're now truly mirrored. We have engine turning, not just on the base plate, but also on the bridge for the escapement anchor. The anchor and the escape wheel have been polished. Then we have polished screw heads that are quite attractive with satination on the wheels where the wheels are visible. 30 meters water resistant, so it is not an aquatic watch. If you love it, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.